Welcome to West Virginia Media Lab's Side Hustle Saturday. Your go-to spot for real side hustles that can grow into six-figure businesses. No fluff, just legit ways to make extra cash. Now let's get to work.
Okay, get this. We're gonna do a deep dive on pooper scooper businesses today. You know those companies that deal with dog, well, you know.
Dog poop. Not exactly the first thing that comes to mind when you think of a dream job, right?
Probably not. Not very glamorous.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But there's actually a lot more to it than you might think.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah. We're looking at this article. It's called How to Start a Profitable Pooper Scooper Business.
Okay.
Earning, get this, $200,000 or more monthly.
Wait, hold on. $200,000 a month?
Per month. Yep, you heard that right. It's from West Virginia Media Lab.
Wow. Okay. That's more than some doctors make. So naturally, I gotta ask: is this legit? Is there really that much money in scooping dog poop?
That's what we're here to find out. So this article claims you can build this crazy profitable business, maybe even hit that $200,000 a month, with what seems like a pretty simple service. And get this, they actually feature a business owner who signed up 350 clients in just 3 months.
3 months. Wow, that's a lot of clients.
It is.
I guess there's a bigger market for this than I realized.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, it kind of makes sense. More and more people are getting pets these days, you know? But everyone's so busy cleaning up after their dog. It's not exactly at the top of anyone's to-do list. So a service like this, I mean, it definitely fills a need.
Okay, yeah, I can see the appeal. So what about startup costs? I'm imagining you need all kinds of special equipment. Special trucks, maybe even hazmat suits or something?
Nope. Surprisingly, no. The article says all you really need to get started is about $175 for tools.
Really?
Yeah. We're talking a rake, a dustpan, and a bucket. That's it. I mean, that's less than a new pair of sneakers.
Wow, that's incredibly low. Okay, so then how do these businesses actually make money? Is it just like one-time cleanups or?
It's actually pretty clever. They use a subscription model.
Oh.
Yeah, clients sign up for recurring service, usually weekly or bi-weekly pickups. So imagine just this steady stream of customers paying you every month. Built-in recurring revenue, just like that.
Right. And the article mentioned the standard rate is around $100 a month for weekly service. And they said one person can handle over 150 clients per week. So if my math's right, that's adding up pretty fast.
Exactly. And, you know, once you've got your systems in place, it's super scalable. You can add more clients, hire more people, and it just grows. And you know what? The business owner they talked to in the article, they only work less than 10 hours a week.
Wait, hold on. Less than 10 hours a week for a six-figure income? Come on, is that even possible? So how do they even get that many clients? Do they just, like, wander around neighborhoods with a pooper scooper in hand?
No. It's actually, they've got a pretty smart two-phase marketing plan. So first, they use all the free stuff.
Okay.
Like local Facebook groups, Google business profiles. They even offer free trials to get those, you know, those good online reviews.
Free trials for poop scooping. Interesting.
Hey, whatever works, right? And then once they've, got some momentum going, they ramp things up with paid ads on Facebook, Google, targeting pet owners in specific areas. And you know what they said works best?
What's that?
Pictures of dog poop.
Oh, wow. Okay. So low startup costs, steady income, and a marketing plan that uses eye-catching visuals. But there's got to be more to it than that, right? Like hiring people who are reliable and who actually, want to scoop poop. That can't be easy.
Oh, you're telling me? Not easy at all.
Oh,
and we haven't even talked about some of the other challenges yet. We'll get into that, the downsides, and more when we come back.
So we've kind of established that starting a pooper scooper business, it might not be as crazy as it sounds at first.
Right.
Low startup costs. We talked about recurring revenue. It's actually kind of brilliant, but I mean, let's face it, there's got to be some downsides.
Right.
I mean, dealing with dog waste all day, every day. It can't be all, sunshine and rainbows.
No, you're definitely right about that. The article, it paints a pretty rosy picture. It's important to look at the challenges too.
So what kind of things are they glossing over?
Well, competition for one. Sure, there's a growing demand, but you're not going to be the only one trying to scoop up those profits.
Right.
There are already existing pooper scooper businesses out there. Plus, you've got pet sitters and dog walkers offering this as like an add-on service. Even just neighborhood kids looking to make a few bucks.
Yeah, that's true. So how do you stand out in a market like that?
I think it's all about differentiation. You need to offer something unique, whether it's your pricing or, specialized service packages,
Yeah.
maybe a commitment to eco-friendly disposal,
Mm.
or even just, exceptional customer service.
I remember the article mentioned sending clients like photo proof of service.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, look, your yard is poop free. You're welcome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It shows you're going that extra mile, reinforces that professional touch.
Yeah.
Marketing's key too. You're not just selling poop scooping. You're selling peace of mind, a clean yard, more time for those busy pet owners to spend with their furry friends.
Okay, yeah, competition, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about the actual work? It can't always be easy, right? You're dealing with poop.
Yeah.
And not just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. It's a dirty job.
Yeah.
Literally. You're going to encounter some unpleasant situations.
Yeah.
Especially if you're working in areas with a lot of stray dogs or let's just say less than responsible owners.
Right, right. And I imagine weather can be a factor too, like scooping poop in the pouring rain or like scorching heat. Not exactly a picnic.
Yeah, no, it's physically demanding. And you're outside in all kinds of conditions. You got to be prepared for that, mentally and physically.
Yeah. And there's the ick factor. I mean, I love dogs, but dealing with their waste on a daily basis, that takes a certain kind of person, I think.
It definitely does. Mindset's crucial. You have to approach it as a professional service. You're providing real value to pet owners. Think of it this way. You're helping to keep neighborhoods clean, preventing the spread of diseases. It's important work.
Yeah, that's true. There's a public health aspect to it for sure. Okay, so we talked about competition, the not so glamorous parts of the job. But the article, they throw out some pretty impressive income figures.
Yeah.
Is that really realistic, though, for everyone?
Well, it's important to remember that those numbers, they're based on a specific business model, operating at a pretty large scale. Like we're talking 2,000 clients.
Wow.
Yeah, your success is going to depend on a lot of factors. Your local market, your pricing, your marketing efforts, how well you manage your expenses.
So what kind of things should someone consider if they're trying to figure out if it would actually be profitable for them?
Well, first, research your local market. How many dog owners are in your area? What are other pooper scooper businesses charging? Is there already a dominant player in the market? You really got to know your competition.
Right. And of course, factor in your expenses, not just the initial startup stuff, but, gas, marketing materials, disposal fees, it all adds up.
Oh, and don't forget taxes. As a self-employed business owner, you're responsible for those too. Having a solid financial plan from the get-go is crucial.
The article really emphasized scaling up the business to reach those big income numbers, but isn't growing too quickly. Isn't that its own challenge?
Oh, absolutely. Scaling too fast, it can lead to all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
Service quality can suffer. Customer satisfaction goes down. You can even run into cash flow issues. You really need systems in place to handle that increased demand without sacrificing what makes your business great.
So what's the key to scaling effectively in this kind of business?
Building a strong team. I mean, that's essential. You need reliable employees who are actually passionate about what they do.
Yeah.
They got to share your commitment to customer service.
And probably a good sense of humor.
Oh, definitely helps. Investing in technology can make a big difference too. Things like scheduling software, GPS tracking for your scoopers, online payment systems, things like that.
It sounds like, building a successful pooper scooper business, it takes more than just a strong stomach and a willingness to get your hands dirty. You need business smarts, marketing savvy. You got to know how to manage people, manage processes.
Yeah, you said it. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's a real business.
Yeah.
It requires hard work, dedication, and a willingness to deal with the less glamorous side of pet ownership.
So for someone who's still intrigued by the idea, what would your advice be for taking that next step?
Do your homework. I mean, really thoroughly research the market, the competition,
Right.
the costs involved. Talk to other people who are already running pooper scooper businesses.
Yeah.
Get their insights, get their advice.
Maybe even shatter someone for a day to see what it's really like. It's one thing to read about it, but actually experiencing it, that's got to be a whole different ballgame.
Exactly. There's no substitute for real-world experience. It'll give you a much better understanding of the challenges, the rewards of this unique business.
So we've explored the potential, the pitfalls, the practicalities of the pooper scooper business. It's definitely not for everyone, but for those with the right mindset, the entrepreneurial spirit, it could be a surprisingly lucrative and dare I say fulfilling venture.
Yeah. It all comes down to individual goals, risk tolerance, and whether you're willing to embrace the let's just say unconventional nature of this business.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Who hasn't like secretly fantasized about telling their boss to take this job and shove it, even if it means, trading their desk for a pooper scooper?
Uh-huh. I mean, there's a certain appeal to the simplicity of it all.
Yep.
No board meetings,
Yeah.
no office politics. Just you, your tools, and a mission to keep backyards clean.
And hey, if you can make a six-figure income while doing it, that's just icing on the cake, or maybe the cherry on top of the. Well, you get the picture. So we've talked about the business side, the pros and cons, all that.
Right.
But there's one more thing I think we gotta explore.
Okay.
The logistics. I mean, you can't just go around scooping poop and tossing it wherever.
Oh, absolutely not. Responsible waste disposal,
Yeah.
that's a huge part of this business. And it's something the article, it didn't really go into too much detail on.
Yeah. So let's talk trash,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
What's the most common way these pooper scooper businesses get rid of all that waste?
Well, landfilling, that's probably the most straightforward option.
Right.
But it's not exactly, the best for the environment. All that waste going to landfills, it contributes to methane emissions. And that's a really potent greenhouse gas.
Okay. So landfills are out. What are some more eco-friendly options then?
Well, composting can be a good one if it's done right. I mean, dog waste, it can be composted
Oh, okay.
along with other organic materials. But it needs specific conditions to break down safely and kill any harmful pathogens.
Right, of course. Are there like commercial composting facilities that accept pet waste?
Yeah, there are.
Yep.
And more are popping up.
Yeah.
But availability, it really depends on where you are. It's definitely something pooper scooper businesses should look into in their area, consider it as part of their service.
Yeah, I bet that would be a big selling point for a lot of pet owners, especially those who are, environmentally conscious. What about those biodegradable poop bags? Are those a good solution?
I mean, they sound good, right?
Yeah.
But those biodegradable bags, they need really specific conditions to break down all the way in a regular landfill. They might not actually degrade like they're supposed to.
So it's important to be aware of that, not just assume that they're a magic solution.
Right. And while we're talking about responsible practices, let's touch on chemicals and disinfectants.
Okay.
Some businesses, they might use those to, sanitize equipment, neutralize odors, but there's a potential environmental impact there too.
Yeah, those chemicals could end up in the soil, in the water.
Exactly.
That could affect plants, wildlife.
Exactly. Opting for eco-friendly and pet-safe disinfectants, that's always the better way to go.
It's all about, finding that balance between running a successful business and being mindful of the bigger picture.
Yeah, absolutely. And that goes for the dogs too, Respecting the animals and their space, that's crucial.
What do you mean by that?
Just simple things. Making sure gates are closed properly, avoiding disturbing dogs while they're doing their business, treating properties with care. It's about being a responsible guest in someone's yard.
And being aware of health risks too, right? I mean, dog waste can carry parasites and bacteria that can be harmful to humans.
Oh, for sure. Pooper scooper professionals, they should always wear gloves, practice good hygiene.
Yeah.
Wash their hands thoroughly after every job.
Right. Safety first, right?
Always. Protects you and the pets you're serving.
This has been a fascinating deep dive. Who knew there was so much to learn about the world of pooper scooper businesses?
Right. We've uncovered the potential for this profitable, surprisingly scalable business. Explored the challenges, the practical side of it. Even delved into the environmental and ethical considerations. It's more than just skip and poop.
I think what's most interesting to me is that there's more to this business than meets the eye. It's not just about making money. It's about providing a valuable service, doing it responsibly, having a positive impact on the community.
Couldn't agree more.
So as we wrap up here, I'm left wondering if this seemingly simple business, could it actually be a model for a new kind of entrepreneur, one that prioritizes sustainability, ethics, making a difference, one scoop at a time?
That's a great question to ponder. Thanks for joining us in this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep exploring those hidden opportunities.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're in the most unexpected places.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. The West Virginia Media Lab is all about celebrating our state and its people, businesses, stories, news, and folklore. If you love West Virginia like we do, be sure to comment below, then subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay connected. Until next time, stay wild, wonderful, West Virginia.